on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Hy-Vee, the official grocer partner of Iowa Hawkeyes basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, who reminds you to click it or ticket, day or night. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, win a warehouse dash or up to $100,000 in cash with the Iowa Lottery. And by Authentic Brand. Look authentic, feel authentic, be authentic. Get your game day gear online at authentic-brand.com. Now to courtside. Here's Rob Brooks and Jamie Lang.
And the real good news is it's courtside inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. After the Hawkeyes have been mainly on the road the last 2 weeks, the first of two back-to-back home games as we come down the stretch in the regular season. Rob Brooks along with Jamie K.V. Lang, and tonight it is the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Iowa coming off that tough loss at Michigan, 98-90, stand at 15-6, 9-3 in conference play, and really trying to stay in that top four to get the double bye for the Big Ten women's basketball tournament. Minnesota 11-13, 4-8 in Big Ten play, but winners of two of their last three, coming off a 71-60 victory against Michigan State. And this is the time of the season when you start to play teams again, and certainly the Hawkeyes would love a repeat performance of what took place at Williams Arena in Minneapolis. 105-49 when Iowa exploded in the third quarter, outscoring the Gophers 37-12 and then 21-3 in the fourth. And that really started the Hawkeyes playing really good basketball, and especially on the road. Of course, Caitlin Clark led the way with 35 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists, a triple-double, as she did last Thursday at Wisconsin. Monica Sonato returning to her home state with 23 and 7. But this is a different team in Minnesota. They have said goodbye to Jasmine Powell as she entered the transfer portal a couple of games ago, and that has seemed to give the Gophers a little jump as they've been playing with a lot more effort, a lot more enthusiasm, and we'll see what happens tonight. It has been Laura Bagwell-Katalinic that have been put into the starting lineup as she used to come off the bench. But the Hawkeyes certainly want to get this one tonight. And the good news is that Gabby Marshall will be back in the starting lineup. So the Hawkeyes, who played the last two games with only 7 players, will have 8 in uniform tonight. Hopeful for McKenna Warnock's return next Monday against Maryland. We'll be back with the pregame comments from head coach Lisa Bluter. Jamie will be along with her keys to a Hawkeye victory. Good crowd assembling here tonight as Iowa and Minnesota meet for the second time this season. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a 2-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Klosterman Construction, building custom homes for 20 years. Klosterman Construction is a premier custom home builder doing everything from remodels to exclusive custom homes. Klosterman takes the stress out of your building project. Award-winning designs, quality craftsmanship, and superior customer service. Call 319-545-7088.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Welcome back inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. That's always good to say after the last couple of weeks. It's time for Coach Bluter on the Hy-Vee Shoot-Around, brought to you by Hy-Vee. Save time and shop online with Hy-Vee Aisles Online. Go to HyVeeAislesOnline.com. And that is the good news tonight, Coach. Hey, a couple of home games here and a return trip with the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And, of course, it took care of them up in Minneapolis. But things change over a couple of weeks, so not exactly the same team.
Well, it's not. Jasmine Powell, their starting point guard, has entered the transfer portal, so she is not with them. And quite honestly, in the last 5 games, I think they've been playing a little bit better. They also have recently put Laura Bagwell into the starting lineup. I don't know what they'll do tonight, but of course it's a hit to their depth, but they do seem to be playing a little bit more cohesively and really shooting the 3 ball very, very well.
Yeah, won 2 of the last 3, and I remember up at Minnesota, one of your keys was to defend the three-pointer and make them take tough twos, and that was mission accomplished.
Yeah, and that's really got to be the same thing tonight as well, because they're adjusted. 38% of their shots are threes, and they're shooting 37%. So, that's a 56% if you adjust it for a 2-point, and they're only shooting 43% from 2-point range. So we certainly want to take away the threes and give up hard twos.
Do they have a couple of players, too, that got a streaky, can get hot in a hurry?
Sarah Scalia, she's taken over the point guard duties for most of the time. She is shooting almost 10 threes a game for the last 5 games, shooting 46%. So that is an amazing percentage. Godiva Hubbard also shooting almost 5 threes per game, and Deja Winters is shooting 6 threes per game. So these guys are really chucking up the 3.
What about inside?
Inside, they have a freshman, Elena.
Michelle.
There you go. Thank you. You always got to help me, Ron.
54.
Because, yeah, that's 54. What I say. Number 54. She's a freshman. I think Monica has the experience. She has the strength. Now, Elena's she's pretty agile in there, but I do think we have an advantage inside.
Back with more from Coach Bluter after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Check out Bump's Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bump's Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
Well, Coach, of course, last week with just 7 players, and you have to give everybody a lot of credit. Extended minutes, production all across the board. And how about tonight? Any additions?
Oh, thankfully, Gabby Marshall's back in our starting lineup. So Gabby got to practice. She didn't do any defensive work yesterday, but she did the offensive work, and we're going to kind of protect her. Normally, we would put her on Sarah Scalia, the best player, because she always gets the hardest matchup. But we're going to put her on somebody that doesn't get quite as many screens, and so she'll be assigned to Deja Winters tonight. And I'm very thankful to have Gabby back in the lineup. Tommy will be starting in place of McKenna Warnock, though, for tonight.
And the young players that we talked about on the coaches show last Monday got some experience, did some good things, confidence-wise. That's got to help them really down the stretch.
Oh, it's going to help us down the stretch for sure, especially in the Big Ten tournament when you're playing game after game after game. So basically, Sid Alforder really had a nice game against Michigan. Went in, defended well, didn't look nervous. Like at the beginning of the year, she looked like she was underconfident. She didn't look that way anymore. Played, like I said, great defensively for us, hit a big 3 for us. And then at Wisconsin, she had 8 rebounds for us. So I'm really happy with her development. Also, Addie O'Grady's also playing, I think, much better. Had a career high against Wisconsin with 16 points and also played some significant minutes against Naz Hillman, one of the best centers in the conference.
Well, would you take a Monica Sedano performance tonight like we saw in Minneapolis?
We would take that. Honestly, the whole team played so well up there in Minnesota. We shot the ball very, very well. You can never count on that, every night. So really, it's that 3-point defense that we got to try to really get a stop tonight on.
Let's sweep the Gophers.
Let's do it.
Head coach Lisa Bluter on the pregame show. Back with more after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Hey, it's hard to beat an instant winner, and that's just what InstaPlay gives you. You buy a ticket, and then you can win instantly. But we wanted to make it even better. Right now, all non-winning InstaPlay tickets are eligible to play it again. You can enter for another chance to win big cash prizes from $1,000 to $20,000. Might be hard to beat, but $20,000 would do it for me. Visit IALottery.com for complete details.
Hawkeye starters being introduced, and we'll get to the starting lineups. But first, the keys to the game for tonight. Jamie, what do the Hawks need to do other than just play like they did up in Minneapolis?
Oh, man.
That's it, right? I could be done right now. You're exactly right. You took the words right out of my mouth, but let's be specific here, and they need to play their best ball. That's it, right? That's what they did up in Minneapolis, is they just played everything well. They really ran the fast break well. I think that's huge for Iowa, to get into that rhythm, get their fast break going. I think that's the thing that really hurt Iowa actually against Michigan, is they just couldn't get that fast pace going early enough in the game. So that's part of it. Secondly, I would say get the ball in the post. Let's get that post game going. It was a little weak, again, up in Michigan. Let's get back on track, looking inside. And then the last one is, I think, show that power that they had in the fourth quarter. And that's not just Caitlin Clark shooting from the logo, but showing the fact that they can be an aggressive team from start to finish, not just in one quarter.
And for the Hawkeyes, as we heard from Coach Bluter in the pregame show, Gabby Marshall back in the starting lineup after missing the last 2 games, injured her shoulder toward the end of the Ohio State game. She'll be joined by Tomi Taiwo, had a couple of threes at Michigan. Caitlin Clark, the Big Ten Player of the Week and the ESPN Women's Basketball Player of the Week. Monica Sonato in the middle, averaging 20.2, and Kate Martin at 6.8 and 4.9. For Minnesota, Deja Winters averaging 11.7. Laura Bagwell-Katalinic averaging 6.4. Godiva Hubbard at 4.6. Sarah Scalia, who will shoot it from anywhere, averaging 18.4. And Alana Mishaw in the middle. Ball is in the air, and the tap won by Minnesota. And they will start the basket to our left. In the maroon uniforms, trimmed in gold. Mishaw at the high post. Winters comes off a screen. 17-footer straight away, no good. And the rebound and putback is good. And Mishaw gets Minnesota on the board, 2-0. Hawkeyes in their home white uniforms. Sonato gets the ball in the paint, gives it off to Martin. Floater is good. Terrific back and forth passing by Sonato and Kate Martin.
Yeah, just the cute little bounce pass back to Kate Martin.
And here's a steal by Caitlin Clark. Drives in, left-handed layup. Got it.
Well, that's one way to get your transition offense going.
And a deep three-pointer. Scalia is no good off the right side. Into the hands of Caitlin Clark. Well, I thought she might shoot it from the logo to start things off, but she didn't. But Kate Martin will fire a three in the corner. No. And Scalia comes away with a rebound. She's had 20 points or more in back-to-back games. And she can shoot it from about anywhere. As the jumper by Bagwell-Katalinic is no good from the left wing. Loose ball dug up by, guess who? Kate Martin. Gets it down to Taiwo. She'll fire a three left side. Got it.
Yes, Tomi.
Been shooting the three ball very well as of late.
Oh, yes. I want Tomi to just keep going. Go, go, go. 15 points. Let's start making that your average these next 5 games. I think she could be one of those missing links Iowa needs.
7-2. Jumper Scalia from the free throw line. No. And Clark another rebound. Lob pass into Sonato. Left-handed layup is blocked. Nice job by Bagwell-Katalinic on the inside. Hubbard, left wing. Tried to get it inside. Knocked away by Martin. Hawks have numbers. Clark hesitates at the free throw line. Drives in. Scoop shot. 2 more for Caitlin Clark.
She really had that roll on the ball. That's the only way that made it over the rim.
Little English.
Ooh.
9-2. Terrific start for the Hawkeyes. Playing with a ton of energy. Hubbard. Free throw line extended left. Clark on her. Hubbard backs it up. Tries to get it inside to Mishaw. She turns. Tries to drop a pass in the paint. Soft and picked off by Taiwo. Down to Gabby Marshall. She looks inside from the left wing. Now back to Taiwo. In between the circles, one bounce and then a bounce pass inside. Sonato goes up and she is fouled from behind on a little bit of a late whistle. Monica was already running back down the court when the whistle blew.
Well, I was doing a great job when they're not going for a quick transition shot. Of that time, they actually moved the ball around the key, and then it was an easy pass inside.
So 2 for Sonato. And how good has she been at the free throw line? 85.3% on the year. First one is no good. That one just didn't release.
Nope.
Like normal.
When you shoot 85%, though, statistically the next one will go in. You hear Coach Bluter yelling, next one.
May not miss another one. And this one swishes right through. Sonato at 13 at Michigan. Saddled with foul trouble. Sissoko comes in, as does Bailey Helgren, the backup post player for Minnesota. Driving layup by Hubbard is no good. Sissoko gets the rebound. Scalia will set things up. One-handed pass to Hubbard. She's on the right wing. She'll pull from 17 and swish it.
And it's really easy for Hubbard to get hot. I think she's someone you always have to be aware of where she is on the floor.
Here's Clark on the right wing. Weaves her way to the basket. Contact shot up, no good. Weak side rebound by Sissoko. 10-4 Hawks. We're in the first quarter. Winters a jumper for 3, and she knocks it down from the right wing. This is a team, Jamie, as you talked about, big-time three-point shooters. Clark, right side to Martin. Dumps it off for Gabby Marshall, who will dribble it out high. Still behind the arc, trying to look inside for Sonato, and then threw it away, dug up by Sissoko. Now to Winters. Hubbard on the left wing. Continue to look inside to Sissoko. Hubbard will pull from 17. That's a wild shot. Looked like it kind of slipped out of her hand. And the Hawks have it with a 3-point advantage. 5:50 first quarter. Here's Clark, left wing. Weaves her way to the top of the key. Slips a pass inside. Sonato. Layup is good. Put it right over the front of the rim. Twelve to 7. Scalia for 3, rimming no. Missed that from the top of the key. Sonato gives it off to Caitlin Clark, who played all 40 minutes. Now step back 3, all net.
Makes it look easy. Makes it look easy.
She's got a little attention here the last couple of days. I don't know if you've noticed.
Just a little. The world is talking about Caitlin Clark, and it's fabulous, though. I want the world to talk about women's basketball, and I'm especially as excited it's Iowa women's basketball.
Winters, she'll fire for 3, a little bit strong, and it's tapped out of bounds and caught by me.
I know, I was very impressed. I had my hand behind you just in case. I didn't know how good your hands were.
Didn't need it.
Never should have second-guessed you.
Yes, absolutely not. Still got it. Not really. Timeout on the court. 4:51 left to go in the first quarter. Good start for the Hawks on top, 15-7. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Oh, you know that old injury of yours? The one in your knee or maybe back? Instead of going to the doctor and then doing physical therapy, why not start with therapy first? Athletico Physical Therapy is changing the whole healing process around. Their physical therapists will find the source of your pain and help fix it. Start with them and start living pain-free. Just like that.
It all starts with Athletico Physical Therapy. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. No prescription needed. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Hey, it's hard to beat an instant winner, and that's just what InstaPlay gives you. You buy a ticket, and then you can win instantly. But we wanted to make it even better. Right now, all non-winning InstaPlay tickets are eligible to play it again. You can enter for another chance to win big cash prizes from $1,000 to $20,000. Might be hard to beat, but $20,000 would do it for me. Visit ialottery.com for complete details.
Hawks on top 15-7 over the Minnesota Golden Gophers, and blue is caring, blue is convenient, and now blue is Medicare Advantage from Wellmark Advantage Health Plan, offering all-in-one Medicare coverage, our extensive network, and the confidence of being covered by Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Learn more at wellmarkadvantage.com. IowaLottery.com. The Iowa Lottery's Insta-Play games are fun and fast to play. You're like scratch tickets without the scratching. Right now, enter any non-winning Insta-Play ticket for your chance to win big cash prizes. Visit www.ialottery.com/VIP to learn more.
And the field hockey team has joined
Big Ten champs.
Yeah, they are fabulous, man. Lisa Salucci.
Got to number 1 in the country last year.
They are, it's awesome to see the program just get rebuilt. Like, it's just fabulous to see them back up.
Hawks will start with the basketball. 6 out of 9 from the floor, 66.7%. Gophers start 3 out of 11. Minnesota on the year has been a 37% three-point shooting team. Alexa Smith, who played well against the Hawks in the first meeting, comes out to guard Caitlin Clark. Now Kylie Feuerbach into the game to Kate Martin for 3, left wing, a little bit short. Feuerbach goes after the rebound and is going to be called for an offensive foul. That's her first.
And you're never going to get in trouble for that foul with Coach Bluter. She will always be like, that's fine. I want you fighting.
So Smith with the basketball. Feuerbach comes out on her. Gets it back from Scalia. Now at the top of the key, Sissoko will fire and bounces twice, no good, into the hands of Caitlin Clark. Got a bunch of rebounds already.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Clark gets into the paint, floater, no, and she hits the deck and will shoot 2. You know, the amazing stat, Jamie, that not a lot of people talk about is Helgren picks up her first, is how many fouls she attracts.
Right.
And sometimes 9, 10, 11 per contest.
Which it can change the game, right, immensely if you can draw a ton of fouls, because it can take away momentum from someone. It can put someone on the bench more. It's just a really big support for the Hawkeyes for her to be able to do that.
And here's a surprise. Both free throws went in.
I'm shocked.
Hawks by 10. 17-7. We're under 4 first quarter. Here's Smith. Turns the corner. Drives down the right side of the lane. And a foul will be called on Addie O'Grady, who just got into the game. Marshall will come back for Tomi Taiwo.
And Iowa's in the midst of a 7-0 run. We'll see if these free throws cut that off.
Smith gets the first. That's her first point. She had 13 against Michigan State the last time out. Not a great shooter. Likes to penetrate. Second one, good. 5'8" sophomore. Clark being hounded by Smith all the way down the court. Angles to the right side. Clark has 9, looking for more, and swishes a three-pointer from the right side right in front of the Minnesota bench.
You know, Clark she lost her 3 for a little bit.
She did?
You know,
I don't remember.
I don't remember that either, because she has found it with a full force.
Smith can't connect in the paint. Offensive rebound to Minnesota, and a nice take from the left wing to the right side. The layup is good by Caddy Sissoko. Really quick move. 20-11 Hawkeyes. Feuerbach for 3. No good off the left side of the rim. And Iowa goes after the rebound. In particular, Kate Martin. And she is shoved by Sissoko. Sonato back for O'Grady.
I think offensive rebounds need to be something that Iowa can easily focus on and improve on, and it can be a real game changer too in these next few games.
Hawks will inbound the ball along the baseline. Get it to Kate Martin. Turnaround jumper, no good from the right block. And Helgren comes down with a rebound. Nice play off the inbounds, just couldn't get the shot to go.
She just shot from the worst spot. I hated shooting from the spot she shot at.
Hawks by 9. Really extending that defense out to the three-point line, and Martin knocks it away. Thought it went off of Sissoko. Officials saw it differently as a falter comes in for Kate Martin. Remember, Hawks have only 8 dressed, but better than 7, which was the case the last 2 games.
They're feeling like $1 million right now.
Sissoko loses control of the ball in the paint. Dug up by Kylie Feuerbach. Slips it off to Clark. She'll fire a three-pointer. This one skips off the front of the rim. Pulled from about 26 feet that time, but why not?
Why not? You're only going to get good at it if you keep doing it.
Sissoko gives it off to Hubbard for three, and she knocks it down from the right wing. Hubbard with 5, and she's a three-point shooter. That's the scouting report on her. 22-14. Feuerbach along the baseline. Gives it in the paint to Sonano. Jumper good from 10.
Perfectly executed. Feuerbach went baseline. Sonano went up and in. And a nice, easy bounce pass.
Sonano with 5. Hubbard with the basketball for Minnesota on the left wing. And now Feuerbach out on Scalia. And Smith, the jumper from 14, right in front of the elbow, and it's good. And she is fouled as well in the act of shooting. So that'll be an opportunity for Smith to complete the three-point play. Marshall picks up her first free throw. Smith, good. That's 5 for Alexa Smith, averaging 3.4. And it's 22-17. Hawkeyes, 1:37 left to go in the first. Here's Clark. Angles left side, splits a double team, drops it inside. Sonano, nobody around, and she lays it up and in.
Beautiful job drawing the defense over to her, and she makes the pass at the right time, right? She gets the defense to her just close enough and makes that pass before they can get back.
Just calmly does it. Just dropped it to Monica Sonano down on the right block. A twisting jumper is up and no good by Winters, but an offensive rebound by Bagwell Katalinic, and she's fouled. Sonano's first. Taiwo back in for Kylie Feuerbach. So Laura Bagwell Katalinic at the free throw line. Makes the first out of Minneapolis. 6-foot redshirt senior. It's her first point. Second one, good. And it's 24-19. Hawks on top with the ball. 1:10 left to go in the first quarter. Hawks have shot the ball very well. Here's Clark down the right side. Step back. Jumper is no good from 18. And the rebound taken down by Deja Winters. Smith will set it up, getting a lot of playing time here in the first quarter, coming off the bench. Keeps that dribble going, now picks it up. Here's Helgren on the right wing. Trying to get it into Bagwell Katalinic, and she does. And turnaround jumper, paint, no. And Clark the rebound. Now to Marshall. Left side, Taiwo, wide open for three. Count
yes, leave her open. Leave her open, she says.
Hit 2 threes at Michigan and has 2 threes here.
There was no one near her.
And a good ball reversal that time by the Hawks.
Yep, I think it was a good... And Tommy was being very patient.
27-19. Minnesota will hold for the final shot. We're at 9. Scalia uses a screen, pulls a jumper that is good. Foot on the line from the left wing, so it's a 2-pointer. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Tough shot by Sarah Scalia. Used a screen, took a couple of dribbles, then pulled up from the left wing and drilled it for her first basket. So the Hawks have done a very good job on Minnesota's leading scorer, Sarah Scalia, averaging 18.4. We've played 10 minutes. Iowa 27, Minnesota 21. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At MidAmerican Energy, we harvest the wind to provide you with clean, affordable energy. But did you know our commitment to wind energy also creates jobs and generates millions in local revenue? That's money your community can use to fix roads, support first responders, and improve schools. MidAmerican Energy's commitment to renewable energy delivers positive results for our state. And it's one more way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Check out Bump's Restaurant, located on Melrose Avenue in Iowa City, inside the new Nagel Family Clubhouse at Finkbine Golf Course. We use fresh whole ingredients and scratch cooking in all of our dishes. Come enjoy a blackberry avocado salad, our famous pork tenderloin, or maybe our signature Kinnick burger with a side of our fresh hand-cut french fries. And don't forget to try our legendary Mary and handcrafted cocktails. Reservations are encouraged. Make yours today by calling 319-335-9662. Bump's Restaurant, legendary man, legendary food.
Good first quarter for the Hawks, leading 27-21. Led for 9:09 of the 10 minutes. 10 out of 18, 55% from the floor. Register now for the Iowa Hawkeye Rocket League Showdown, presented by Monster Energy Vitamin Water and Atlantic Coca-Cola Bottling Company. This free-to-play intramural 2-on-2 Rocket League tournament is open to everyone. Sign up at rally.gg/Iowa. Online competition will be held February the 19th with live finals in the IMU Ballroom on Sunday, February the 20th. Hawks with the basketball. Minnesota out man-to-man defense. Marshall top of the key. Slips the ball right side, Taiwo. Sedano working hard to get the ball, and she does at the elbow. And then we'll flip it back out to Clark with 6 to shoot. Caitlin drives right side, and contact made by Smith.
Saved by the
that'll be
whistle.
her first.
Saved by the whistle on that one. Iowa didn't have much going on in that
about 4
offensive
seconds
possession.
left, yeah. So the Hawks will have ball possession on the right side. Taiwo gets it into Martin, top of the key, and drives down the left side. Nice quick first step, and gets the left-handed layup to go.
Great take. I think Martin could have that first step quickness on a lot of players that are defending her.
Remember, she had 11 and 6 at Michigan on Sunday night. Scalia gets it to Winters in between the circles. Clark comes out on her. 29-21. Hawks on top, just underway second quarter. Scalia uses the ball screen, drives, pulls up her dribble, now to Winters, 2 to shoot, and that's an air ball from 17, and the ball goes out of bounds over to Iowa. Good defense by the Hawks.
Mm-hmm. You'll remember against Michigan, I mean, they started out in that zone, and Iowa just didn't look like themselves either. And so I think being able to hit play player, having 8 players, that makes it more possible, and they look much more natural.
Taiwo receives a pass from Clark, gets it back out, and Marshall had her shot blocked, but got it back, fires again, and got it from 3.
That's a shooter right there. Not even bothered by the fact that she got blocked. She's like, that's all right, I'll do it again.
First basket for Gabby Marshall. Missed the last 2 games due to injury. Misha gets it down on the left block. She's doubled. Now to Bagwell Katalinic in the paint. Right-handed layup good off Taiwo. Pretty active in the paint. Inside Sedano. Nice catch, goes up. And a foul will be called. That's the good news, because I thought they might get her for traveling. It'll be Misha's second starting pivot for Minnesota. Out of Wayne, Michigan, 6'2" freshman. And that'll get Bailey Helgren, 6'5" senior, into the game. 8:07 left to go. Second quarter, 32-23 Hawkeyes. Ball possession. Clark to Sedano, back to Caitlin. Smith out on her. He uses a Sedano screen, and then Clark dribbled the ball off a Minnesota player. 9 on the clock, and Clark will pull from the logo. A little bit strong, but The 2 misses she's had been right on target. Scalia against Clark. Scalia uses a screen. 3-ball, no. Just skipped off the right side of the rim. Taiwo the rebound. Has her eyes down court. Finds Marshall. 32-23. Hawks with the ball and the lead. Marshall drives in. Tried a scoop shot when she really had an open right-handed layup. Tried to do a little too much and had it knocked away and out of bounds, but the Hawks will keep possession.
It worked out okay for them, but really right there, you just might want to dribble right back out, get back into a set.
And Feuerbach for Marshall. Sissoko back in for Bagwell Katalinic. Clark looks along the baseline, gets it into Taiwo. Now feeds the post. Sonato. Nice move with the left hand and couldn't get it to go. And a fake left, went right.
She kept the space so that she didn't get blocked. Nice little baby hook.
Smith, paint, goes glass. No good. Clark with the defense and the rebound. Little step back 14-footer, rimming no. That's the shot that she's really done well with the last couple of ball games. That mid-range step back jumper. 32-23. Hawks with the lead. Minnesota with the ball. And here's Witters for 3. A little bit strong. Goes over the top of the glass and out of bounds. Minnesota in that first quarter, just 2 out of 5 from 3-point range. 7 of 19 overall. Scalia back after a quick rest. It's Taiwo, Clark, O'Grady, Martin, and Feuerbach for the Hawks. O'Grady hands it off to Clark. And now to Feuerbach. Missed the layup. O'Grady gets the rebound as it's swatted away by Helgren and out of bounds. So the Hawks will have it. Plenty of time on the shot clock with 18. Clark gets it into Feuerbach. Now to Martin, drives down the right side, stops and pops and banks it home from 8 feet. Tough shot. Defense right there. Kate Martin with 6.
Need that offensive threat, Kate Martin.
34-23. Inside Helgren, position, and she is fouled by O'Grady. That's her second. And boy, she really got deep, about a foot and a half away from the basket.
O'Grady did a pretty good job of going straight up on that one. Not much you can do when a ref calls that as a player.
Taiwo back, and Clark will get her first rest after playing 40 minutes Sunday at Michigan.
And we know she doesn't really like those rests.
No, she likes to play the full 40.
Especially coming from high school. When you come from high school, though, you're used to playing full games. That's just what you do.
Second one missed. Martin the rebound. Taiwo. Feuerbach for 3, left wing, and swishes that one. Nice rotation, and great to see Kylie Feuerbach knock down a 3.
Iowa already with 7 assists today, doing a good job sharing the ball.
37-24 Hawks. 5:37 left to go in the second quarter. Scalia drives right side, goes glass with it, and scores. Hawks quickly down court, 37-26. Scalia, leading scorer for the Gophers with 4. Feuerbach, lob pass to Marshall on the right wing, drives baseline. Angles it back out. Here's Martin. 9 to shoot. Bounce pass inside O'Grady, turnaround jumper, no good. Off the right side of the rim. Scalia with the basketball. Uses a screen. Well, you don't want her to get going. She can do it in a hurry. Hubbard, free throw line extended left. Dribbles it out high. Now left side, Sissoko. Mid-range jumper, no. O'Grady the rebound. Gets it to Feuerbach, almost stolen away by Winters. Kylie has it on the left wing. Drives the paint, scoop shot up, and good off the window.
Great finish by Feuerbach on that. It was contested and just gritty to get that finish done.
And 5 for Kylie Feuerbach. 39-26, Hawks by 13. 4:15 left to go. Second quarter, Scalia gets it into Hellgren. And 3 seconds will be called. Posted a long time in there. O'Grady did a good job to really stand her ground. And we've got timeout on the court. 4:11 left to go in the second. Iowa 39, Minnesota 26. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
And I could not ask for more. You were born to fly. No place that far.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
Hawks have outscored Minnesota here in the second quarter 12-5 after leading the first quarter 27-21 lead. The ball game 39-26. 12 from Clark, 7 from Sedano, and 6 apiece from Taiwo and Kate Martin. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball. Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Corn is a multi-purpose crop which benefits the entire state, feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides clean burning fuel for our planet. Thank you to Iowa's corn farmers. Well, Jamie, good energy.
Great
and
energy,
the Hawks
yeah.
playing well at the offensive and defensive ends.
It slowed down a little bit this quarter, but Iowa's done a great job, I think, this quarter. Defensively, they've stepped it up with only allowing 5 points thus far in the second. And Iowa themselves have scored 12.
Minnesota had all sorts of trouble scoring in the third and fourth quarters up in Minneapolis. And Martin throws the ball away, tried to get it inside, stolen by Winters. Winters. Now Scalia. Feuerbach out on her. Kylie playing very well. Here's Sissoko, drives down the right side, takes a couple of steps, and is bumped by Kate Martin, and she'll pick up the foul.
Your Coach Bluter just talking to Sydney Falter before going in about how they're driving, and the whole team, that's what their big part of their offense is, drives, right? They move the ball about. It's a motion offense with a lot of drives.
Scalia. Left wing against Feuerbach. Turns the corner on the baseline and flips it up and in. Somehow caught that to go. Got around Feuerbach. 39-28. Inside Sedano. Goes up right block. Shot is no good. Elgren did a good job defensively on Monica. And Scalia frees up for three. Top of the key and knocks it down. Boy, give her any room at all. She is a long-range shooter. 39-31. Hawks lead trimmed to 8. And a foul inside will be called on Hellgren. post player for Minnesota, her second. Ball possession for the Hawks. Kayla Mershon comes in. Out of Minnetonka, transfer from Nebraska, 6'3" senior. Here's Clark, top of the key. Bounce pass inside Sonato, and traveling will be called. Mershon held her ground defensively.
Normally, when Monica Sonato gets the ball, she'll kind of come to a jump stop, a little baby jump stop, and she didn't do that time. Feet were moving.
Hawks by 8, 2:40 left to go until halftime. Scalia, 3, got it, right wing.
Scalia is like, all right, I'm just going to start doing everything.
And we have seen that before. Scoop shot, Clark, foul. Be called on Mershon, blocking foul. Taiwo back in, Smith on for Minnesota. So Clark will shoot 2. 12 points so far. And 2 for 2 from the line.
I don't know that she scored in the
This one no good.
second quarter yet.
Second one, perfect. Clark with 13. Hawks, one of the best free throw shooting teams in the country. With 22 of 26 at Michigan. Smith, 18 feet away, drives in on Clark, spins, short jumper, no. Clark goes after the rebound, digs it up, and saves it, but into the hands of Sissoko. She pulls from 17, no. And Taiwo the rebound. Down court to Marshall, inside Sonato. She's doubled, kicks it right
Great
wing,
pass.
a Folter for 3. Back iron, no. But a wide open shot.
Not an easy pass to get that across from where Monica Sonato was.
Hawks by 6, Minnesota with the ball. 1:40 left to go in the second quarter. Winters. Now here's Mershon driving in. Sonato, a bump. That'll be her second. Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers? Visit MidAmericanEnergy.com for details, plus energy-saving tips. Martin and O'Grady return.
No, Grady and Sonato both with 2 fouls. But they're going to protect Sonato for a second. Don't want her to pick up that third quickly.
Maybe for the rest of the half. Free throw is good by Mershon.
Minnesota they're clawing. They're clawing. It's only a 5-point game right now.
We've seen that out of this team the last week or so. Second free throw, no good. Sometimes addition by subtraction. Jasmine Powell, who averaged 12.4, went into the transfer portal after the Iowa game. 5-point advantage for the Hawkeyes with the ball. Here's Taiwo. And she is fouled by Smith. She was double teamed and a reach on Alexa Smith. Taiwo at the free throw line.
And Iowa has really slowed down in scoring this quarter.
At 27 after 1. Have 40 here, so just 13 points in the quarter with 1:09 left to go.
And they haven't had a field goal in over 3 minutes. They've been scoring from the free throw line, but not a field goal.
And another free throw for Taiwo. 76% on the year, makes the first. Second one, got it. 42-35. See if the Hawks can finish the last minute 2 of the second quarter. Hubbard against Clark. Hands it to Winters. Drives the paint. Floater short. Mershon the rebound to Sissoko. Short. Put back. No good. And Risa Booter just had her hands on her head.
She's losing her mind on the box outs, and I get it because it's
Way too
frustrating.
many offensive rebounds. Minnesota with the ball after it went out of bounds off Iowa. 16 to shoot. Here's Scalia, floater on the baseline, no good. And then she comes away with the ball and gets it to Hubbard. Three-pointer, no good. Winters goes up with the right hand, left side, and is fouled. How many offensive rebounds has this been on this possession?
Well, I think that on that possession alone, I think at least 3, maybe 4.
Well, I think minimum 4.
Minnesota has 10 offensive rebounds so far. And as a team, guess how many rebounds they have? 12. So 10 of their 12 is on the offensive end.
Free throw good for Winters.
And Iowa's going to have basically one possession here.
Second one, good. Winters with 5, had 10 the last time against Michigan State. So the Hawks with 23 on the clock, on top 42-37. Will hold for 1. About a 1-second differential between shot clock, game clock. Clark out at the timeline. Hubbard on her. 5 to shoot. Clark, step back 18-footer off the left side of the rim. Rebound taken down by Scalia. And her desperation shot is short.
Online,
and that'll do it. Yes.
But short.
Closer than you would like. But we're halfway home. 20 minutes of basketball. Iowa leads 42-37.
So both teams went cold at the end of that quarter. Iowa did not score a field goal since, 5.5 minute mark. So they have 4 minutes, 32 seconds, no field goals. But also Minnesota, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, no field goals. So both teams just cold.
Yep, got to the free throw line a couple of times, but for the most part, had a tough time scoring from the field. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home from Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. As usual, the Homewood Suites and the Home 2 Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Bud Light halftime show coming up next. We'll have a stat recap and a scoreboard update and some other items to talk about as well. 42-37. Hawks over the Gophers at the half. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, Almost Famous Popcorn, and Jill Armstrong Realty, the area's premier realtor. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you're in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team for all your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
Hey, Hawk fans, Gary Dolphin here. For that extra edge that comes from looking and feeling my best, I reach for my Authentic Brand gear. The style and comfort of Authentic Brand by TCB Companies delivers that boost of confidence to be my best. Authentic Brand gear can do the same for you or your entire workforce. Outfit your life with Authentic Brand gear by TCB Companies. And don't just do it in Authentic Brand.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Oh, you know that old injury of yours? The one in your knee or maybe back? Instead of going to the doctor and then doing physical therapy, why not start with therapy first? Athletico Physical Therapy is changing the whole healing process around. Their physical therapists will find the source of your pain and help fix it. Start with them and start living pain-free. Just like that.
It all starts with Athletico Physical Therapy. Schedule your free assessment at athletico.com. No prescription needed. Proud partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena, courtside. Rob Brooks and Jamie K.B. Lang. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. It's time for the halftime show brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. Jamie, Caitlin Clark has 13. Sarah Scalia, 12 for Minnesota. How about a stat recap of the first half?
All right. Well, you know, the stats, they're a little lacking, you know, not usually what I was seeing at this point. However, they still managed to score 42 points, even with going a little bit cold here. Clark's the only player for Iowa in double figures with that 13, 4 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from the three-point line, and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 8 points from Taiwo with perfect shooting, 2 of 2 from the three-point line, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 7 points from Monica Sinanos, 6 from Martin, 5 Fierbach, and 3 from Marshall. Looking at Minnesota scoring, 1 player in double figures, and that's Scalia. 5 points coming from 3 other players, Winners, Hubbard, and Smith. And then a smattering of other players. Anybody who's touched the floor has scored for Minnesota thus far. Rebounds. Minnesota is really beating Iowa on the rebounds right now. They have 24 as a team, but more so they have 10 offensive rebounds and 14 defensive rebounds. And compare that to Iowa's 20 rebounds, where offensively just have 4 rebounds. So that makes a big difference with second chance points. Minnesota has 10 second chance points. So if you can just cut that even in half, Iowa's going to have a 10-point lead right now. Looking at possible double-double for Caitlin Clark coming up, if she can continue with her rebounding. She has 5 rebounds right now, leading the way for the Hawks. Sissoko has 7 rebounds for Minnesota already. A lot of those coming from the offensive end. And then finally, assist. Iowa as a team has 7 assists. Minnesota has just 3 assists, since most of their shots are coming off of a drive or a creation out of the three-point arc.
Hawkeyes led by 6 after 1, 27-21. Minnesota outscores Iowa in the second frame, 16-15. Hawks lead at 42-37. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Did you know that as a Mid-American Energy customer, nearly half of your life is powered by the wind energy we provide? That means when you're at home fixing a snack, or at work sending emails, you're using wind energy. Investing in wind helps us keep your rates low. Renewable wind energy. It's clean, affordable, and powerful. And it's one more way Mid-American Energy is obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few two-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
You know when your internet works, your life works. Living with unreliable internet or slow speeds is a hassle you can't afford. Hawk fans, don't settle for subpar service. Get Extreme Internet and transform your whole home. With Extreme powered by Mediacom, you can enjoy speeds from 60 meg up to an incredible 1 gig, intelligent whole home Wi-Fi, and unbeatable reliability. You want great internet at a great price? Give us a call at 844-4FASTER and talk to the Extreme Internet Pros today. Speeds may vary and a monthly data usage allowance applies.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back to the Bud Light Halftime Show. Hawkeyes 42, Minnesota 37. Time for the U.S. Bank scoreboard. At U.S. Bank, we know when you invest in a community, the community invests in you. We are committed to providing high-quality, innovative products and services that meet the needs and demands of our customers. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Around the Big Ten tonight, already one final. Maryland 70, Wisconsin 43. Maryland will be in town next Monday. In the fourth quarter, 8:38 left to go. Purdue 60, Penn State 48. And in the second quarter, Indiana, number 7 in the country, all over Illinois, 34-8 in Champaign. Couple games slated for tomorrow. Number 4, Michigan at Michigan State, and Nebraska at number 21, Ohio State. That's a look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard. Iowa 42, Minnesota 37. Back with more after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go is mealtime made easy. Just order delicious meals online for convenient curbside pickup or have it delivered. Want breakfast? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Need lunch? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Doing dinner? Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go. Get pancakes, burgers, fried chicken, lasagna, Hi-Chai Asian dishes, sushi, pizza, and more. If you're craving it, Hy-Vee Mealtime to Go has it with curbside pickup or delivery. Order today at hyvee.com/mealtime.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Bachmeyer Carpet One Floor and Home, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Klosterman Construction, building custom homes for 20 years. Klosterman Construction is a premier custom home builder doing everything from remodels to exclusive custom homes. Klosterman takes the stress out of your building project. Award-winning designs, quality craftsmanship, and superior customer service. Call 319-545-7088.
Do you ever feel like you spend more time trying to work out than actually working out? Skip the hassles and bring the gym into your home with help from the friendly fitness experts at Shields. We'll help you choose the right equipment to meet your goals, and we'll be right there with you for delivery, setup, and service. And with the Shields guarantee, you never take a chance on your purchase. If you don't love it, we'll make it right. This year, it's your space, your time, your fitness, with a little help from Shields. In store or online at shields.com.
And welcome to halftime of the Iowa women's basketball game versus the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Iowa has the lead with 42-37. I'm Jamie Cavey Lang alongside Rob Brooks. I want to take a quick second before we hop back into a break, before we can start the third quarter, to talk about the points in the paint. Iowa has the lead at the moment with 18 points in the paint. Minnesota 10 points in the paint. And a quick happy birthday shout out to Allie. And when we get back, we will start this third quarter. Iowa has 42, Minnesota 37. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Every day you use energy to power your life, to wake up, to stay connected.
Hi, this is John. Oh, hey.
To feed your loved ones.
Dinner!
You don't even have to think about it, because at MidAmerican Energy, we do. We work hard to bring you energy you can count on every day, because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're MidAmerican Energy, and we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome back, Hawk fans, as we are nearing the start of the third quarter. Jamie Cavey Lang alongside Rob Brooks. Iowa does have the lead right now with 5 points going into the second half. I think it should be a good half for the Hawks.
Well, it's been a second half team, especially on the road victories for the Hawkeyes, Jamie. But you talked about kind of your keys to the game. What do you think the Hawkeyes have to do here in the third quarter?
Well, now I'm going to add in box out, limit second chance opportunities.
I'm sure that was discussed.
And this is a thing that's actually been with Iowa throughout the year. I think they have to be reminded quite often, hey, you got to put a body on them. You got to limit those opportunities.
Minnesota will start with the basketball. Basket to our right. Mishaw gives it back to Scalia. She'll pull from 15. Rims out, but knocked out of bounds by Kate Martin. And still no body on Minnesota, just kind of tipping the ball.
And when you're in player to player, it's not
as
hard.
tough as obviously a zone. And that was a pretty normal spot where the ball came off. The right side of the rim. Scalia whips a pass to the right side. Hubbard drives baseline. She's cut off. 8 to shoot. Kate Martin out on Scalia. Drives right side. Now kicks it to the right. Hubbard for 3. Back iron no. And another rebound for Minnesota. And Bagwell Katalinic drives in and lays it up with the right hand. She has 6. And it's a 3-point basketball game. Taiwo gives it back to Clark. Hubbard out on her. Caitlin spins at the elbow. Gets it back from Sonato. Now Clark to Sonato. 15-footer. No good. And Mishaw comes down with the rebound for Minnesota. Scalia to the right side. It will get an illegal screen against Mishaw. That hasn't been called very much here the last couple of weeks, but was that time, and that's 3 on Alana Misha, the starting post player for Minnesota. But Bailey Hellgren came in and did a pretty good job as her backup.
The only thing you're and she already has 2 fouls as well. So that's the only thing that you could have going is you could get those post and foul trouble.
Here's Taiwo in between the circles. Keeps that left-handed dribble going. Now here's Marshall, drives in, kicks to Martin along the baseline. Now to Sonano from the elbow. Good from 15.
Great movement by everyone, right? Moving without the ball, getting to the open spots so it's an easy pass. Just a really good offensive possession.
Much better. Nobody got stuck with the ball in that possession. 44-39. Hawkeyes on top, just underway, third quarter. Hellgren to Winters. Pulls up left wing, no. But another offensive rebound for Minnesota. Winters gets it back. Three-pointer, no good. And Clark has it go out of bounds, but she had it knocked away from her. And the Hawks will have it. Clark against Hubbard. Kate Martin, top of the key, now inside Sonano, and tries to make a move. And she tried to cross and go through Hellgren, lost control of the ball and out of bounds. But a good play to go inside to try to get that third foul on Hellgren.
Well, especially topping in. Topping in is going to be the way that you're going to be able to draw it the easiest because you can do more of a move.
Hawks by 5. Hubbard with the ball. Scalia now from 15, no good. Sonano battles and gets the rebound away from Hellgren. Quick release for Scalia. Now Clark has a quick release and swishes a three-pointer just left to the top of the key. Maybe it's time for CC to take this game over. And then the three-point answer for Scalia.
You can tell that Scalia's a competitor how she plays and not afraid to shoot it, not afraid to be aggressive on the offensive end.
Clark for 3 left wing, short. Katalinic with the rebound. And a fast break opportunity. Layup good by Deja Winters. Iowa by 3 with the ball. Clark, right wing. Kicks it back out. Lob pass inside. One dribble goes up, left hand strong. Hellgren's bothered her underneath. And inside, Katalinic has her shot blocked by Clark. But she beat everybody down the floor. Marshall gets the ball across the timeline. 47-44. Hawkeyes with the lead. Martin drives in, and she is hammered. And there's Hellgren with her third.
That was I don't know why Hellgren would try to go for that. She's got to know her foul situation, but good job by Martin to drive in and attack at her. That was a really messy offensive possession, so I'm glad that it turned out as a positive for the Hawks.
But Kate Martin took the ball on the right wing, used that quick first step to drive baseline, went up strong, and Hellgren commits the foul.
So that means both of Minnesota's main post players are 3 fouls apiece.
Martin gets the first free throw to go.
Mershon has 1 foul. She's the backup post.
And Sissoko at 6'2" can play underneath.
Yeah.
Martin swishes the second. She has 8. 49-44. 6 to go, third quarter. O'Grady in for Sonano. Minnesota with the basketball. Clark tipped it out of bounds, almost a steal. We need a Caitlin Clark fourth quarter like we saw at Michigan with 25 points on 8 of 10 from the floor and 4 for 5 from 3.
Start it now. Third quarter can happen, right?
Right. Smith into the game. Kicks it out to Winters. Long range 3, and she drills it from the left wing.
I mean, Minnesota is a different team right now. They are a different team than they were in the first half. They are shooting much better. They're shooting 50% from three-point line.
O'Grady to Taiwo, drives in, right-handed layup is good. Taiwo with 10.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming, Tommy.
Smith along the baseline, gives it off to Sissoko, and she finishes and is fouled by O'Grady. Good hard cut by Sissoko as she flew to the rim, and O'Grady picks up the foul. And that is her third.
Game of fouls in the post area.
Sedano with 2, O'Grady with 3. Sissoko's free throw gets it. Bounced 3 times on the iron and dropped in. And it's 51-50. Hawks on top with the ball. Here's Clark, drives in, floater, glass, got it.
Really good finish.
Clark with 18, 53-50. You just had the feeling that this is going to be a much different game than the one in Minneapolis. Smith drives down the right side, pull-up jumper, 6 feet, no good. Sissoko, rebound, shot, no. Martin with the board. Clark racing down and goes up and is decked by Sissoko. That'll be a foul. Clark's okay.
Great finish. She's so fast. I mean, that's something that we don't
just
talk
know
about
that
a lot.
contact's coming.
Yeah, she just keeps going after it.
And timeout on the court before Caitlin Clark's 2 free throws. 4:48 left to go in the third. Iowa 53, Minnesota 50. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a 2-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Do you ever feel like you spend more time trying to work out than actually working out? Skip the hassles and bring the gym into your home with help from the friendly fitness experts at Shields. We'll help you choose the right equipment to meet your goals, and we'll be right there with you for delivery, setup, and service. And with the Shields guarantee, you never take a chance on your purchase. If you don't love it, we'll make it right. This year, it's your space, your time, your fitness, with a little help from Shields. In store or online at shields.com.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
And I could not ask for more. You were born to fly. No place that far.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
Minnesota has outscored the Hawks in the third quarter, 13-11. But Iowa leads 53-50. In the third quarter, Hawks 4 out of 7 for 57%. 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 1 made three-pointer. But the rebounding, Jamie, continues to be an issue. 14 offensive rebounds for Minnesota, 4 for the Hawkeyes.
And even, you know, at least a second chance points, but it also is very deflating, right? That's the bigger thing that it does, I think, is that as if you're playing defense.
And Clark short on the first free throw. Yeah, 12 second chance points for Minnesota, 5 for the Hawkeyes.
And then it also gives that other team that momentum, that drive, like, we got this, I own the boards. And so, it's just a messy thing you don't want to mess with.
Second free throw good. Hawks dig in defensively. On top by 4. Sissoko in between the circles. Scalia comes off a screen. Nice job by Taiwo. Gets another one. Pulls from 15 and gets the roll. Scalia with 14 at 24 against Michigan State last time out. Here's Clark racing all the way to the window. Right-handed layup. 2 more.
The offensive transition, that is a key right now for Iowa to break away.
And the return layup by Scalia.
Yeah, defensive transition also needs to happen in order for them to break away.
Smith picks up Clark, midcourt. Taiwo with the ball. Martin in the paint, flips it to Taiwo. Here's Clark. Pulls up from 15, no shot, gets it back from Feuerbach. 5 to shoot. Clark tries to create, she's doubled, whips it into Sonano. Right-handed layup is good.
Good read, though. That was a really good read. That was a slip by Sonano.
And how about knowing how much time was left?
Yep. Very good job by the two of them. A nice two-person game happening there.
And the shot from the baseline by Scalia is no good, but a blocking foul will be called. Taiwo will pick it up. Her first, and 2 shots for Scalia.
Number 14, Sarah Scalia.
In Iowa right now, I feel like they're in foul trouble, but they're not actually. They're doing okay as a team. Just 2 fouls for this quarter. It's just that the posts are both in foul. They just got a little heavy on the fouls.
And here's a steal by Minnesota. Winters in transition. Gets in the paint, shot no. And a charge will be called on Winters, taken by Kate Martin.
There you go, Kate. Just doing her thing, getting set. Didn't overthink it.
58-56, Hawks by 2 with the ball. 3:12 left to go, third quarter. Lob pass inside, Sonano missed the layup. Boy, it brings back nightmares from Sundays. Hawks missed too many shots on the inside. Mershon, an air ball 3-pointer. And the Gophers try to save it from going out of bounds. Can't. Ball over to the Hawkeyes. Hawks and the Gophers locked in a tight one. 2:50 left to go, third quarter. Iowa by 2 with the ball. Here's Feuerbach in between the circles. Not a Clark. And a block called on Kayla Mershon against Clark.
And they're basically on every single screen that's an on-ball screen. They're almost doubling off of each one. They're bringing up their post to show, but then they stay for an elongated time, and that's where that...
And they kind of ride Caitlin. And there's contact there. And
there's contact on her constantly right now.
Once in a while it gets called, many times not. Clark misses the first free throw. Boy, this is like 3 misses now for Clark.
That sure is.
Caitlin eyes the hoop and gets the next one. 22 for Clark, 59-56. Iowa on top, Minnesota with the ball, 2:30 third quarter. Here's Smith, had a good first half, drives the paint, shot is up, no good off the window. Sonano battles for the rebound and gets it. Ahead to Clark. Scalia comes out on her, 3-pointer right wing, count it.
Shooter's gonna shoot.
62-56, approaching 2 left to go. Crowd gets into it. And timeout taken by Minnesota. Very good 2 minutes for the Hawkeyes.
Trying to pull away. They're 5 of 6 from their last 6 shots. I mean, feel a little momentum happening. Can they keep it going?
And Lindsay Whalen, head coach for Minnesota, felt the same. 2:02 left to go in the third. Iowa 62, Minnesota 56. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Flu season is here, and you can get your flu shot now at your Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and you can schedule your appointment online. Just go to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. This year, it's more important than ever to stay healthy. So go online to Hy-Vee.com/mypharmacy today to schedule your flu shot and get a 20-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver. Some restrictions may apply.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Appreciate everybody listening in tonight along the Hawkeye Radio Network, flagship stations WHO Des Moines, WMT Cedar Rapids, also on the Varsity app, which is free, and also our YouTube channel, Hawkeye Radio Network YouTube channel. Had a great turnout on there, and we appreciate it. And if you're listening in,
hello,
Jamie, how do they get a hold of you?
Get a hold of me through, all of the things. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I don't know if there's any others. There's probably a new thing that I don't know about.
Well, come on. Get with it.
You'll find me.
Yeah, let Jamie know you're tuned in tonight.
I'll say hi to you.
A little shout out, absolutely. Minnesota with the ball, 62-56. Winters drives in, the shot goes down, count it, and she is fouled by Kylie Feuerbach. So Winters with 15, averages 11.7 at the free throw line and completes the three-point play.
Don't think they're going to go away that easy.
Here's Clark, drives down the left side on the baseline, kicks it to Feuerbach. Hawks by 3, we're under 2, third quarter. Taiwo, free throw line extended right, then drives baseline. Now to Sonato, catches it at the elbow. Quick shot short, and Hubbard pulls the board. And Scalia, deep three off the left side. Hawks boxed out that time, dug up by Martin. Lob pass to Taiwo, three, in and out. Just missed that one from the right wing.
Felt good, it looked good. Thought it was good.
Taiwo has 10 and a couple of three-pointers tonight. Hawks by 3. Here's Scalia from Minnesota. Gets it to Winters. Now to Helgren. Back outside Winters. We're under a minute, third quarter. 7 to shoot for the Gophers. Hubbard. Now to Winters. She can create. She'll pull from 15 and splashes it home from the right wing. Wow.
1 second left in the shot clock. That is not what you want.
And Taiwo was there. 1 point game. Iowa on top with the ball. And all Minnesota after the timeout. Feuerbach, free throw line extended on the right wing. Now to Martin, reverses the ball to Clark. Fakes left, step back, 16-footer off the right side of the rim. Taiwo goes after the offensive rebound, has it knocked out of bounds. Hawks will keep the possession. Bagwell, Katalinic comes back, as does Gabby Marshall for the Hawks. Law enforcement is cracking down on wearing seatbelts. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau reminds you to click it or ticket, day or night. Hawks get it in. 14 on the shot clock, 18 on the game clock. Out near midcourt. Hubbard on her. Clark spins, top of the key. And now goes right side, flips it to Sonato, paint, shot long, and the ball tapped out by Martin into the hands of Hubbard. Half-court shot is short, and that'll do it for 3 quarters of basketball.
I mean, it's crazy they're not calling anything for Clark. I mean, she's just getting bodied up the whole time, but she's used to it. She's fighting hard. She's trying to draw the fouls, but she's also then creating. So I think that was still a good last-second play. I think the shot by Sonana was a good choice.
Molly's Cupcakes, proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Hawkeyes. Well, here we go to the fourth quarter.
1 point game.
1 point game. 62-61. Iowa on top. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Iowa, we grow corn, a lot of corn. We love seeing our farmers in the fields, and although they're perfect strangers, we know them. We know them by their equipment covered in dust. We know them by their work ethic, where days off don't exist. We know them by the way they wave, passing strangers alike on a 2-lane road. We know them in the midst of our kitchen as we prepare another family meal. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. The Iowa corn farmers are proud to be on the sidelines for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
It's a new season. Get ready for more men's and women's college sports excellence. Trophies will be awarded in June to schools who take the top spot in the 2021-22 Learfield Directors Cup. The premier award recognizes one winning institution in all competitive divisions. Follow your favorite team's progress as seasonal standings are announced at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at directorscup.org. The crowning achievement in college athletics.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Minnesota won the third quarter 24-20. Hawks lead by 1 at 62-61. This has been a tight game, Jamie, but Iowa has led for 29:09 and just 13 seconds for Minnesota. Hawks with the basketball. 25 for Clark. She has it. Pass tip. Taiwo now back to Clark. Tries to turn the corner on the baseline. Foul on Helgren.
And Iowa doing a good job just there to try to create some space for Caitlin Clark. And I think that's a great thing. You know, sometimes as a player you're working really hard and Coach Bluder gives her those pieces. Quick shout out to Kenneth Luckstead, Kelsey Cavey, and Ann Jameson. And they said they thought Rob sounded great. They weren't as kind to me, but they are my sisters, so I think that...
Well, you got to take that from them, right?
And Kenneth told me he's listening on the varsity app.
Great, yeah.
Currently looking and trying to figure out some clock issues right now, so you guys aren't missing anything.
Iowa will have the ball along the baseline. Officials tonight: Kylie Galloway, Jeff Cross, and Carlina Tobin. Right now 9:22, so they're gonna, if it was a soccer match it'd be okay, because now it says 94-60.
I don't think that's right.
I don't know if I can get through that much.
The fun thing right now, they got her. They got rid of the 0.
9:46 on the game clock. 20 to shoot. Once the Hawkeyes get it in.
Oh, and then Amy Stewart, also listening, said, "We are fun to listen to." So some positives.
Oh,
that's my sister-in-law, so I don't know what that says, you know.
It's getting better. Getting better with each.
And this game is getting ready to get back and going, and I think that, you know, the Hawks just got to get a little bit of a run going. It's very, you know, the hard part for people who are watching this is probably like, man, I thought this was just going to be a blowout. And I do think Minnesota got shell-shocked by Iowa, though, I think, at their place.
And Iowa just did everything right. And this is a different team. Minnesota's been playing much better. As Martin slides down the right side of the lane, scoop layup is good. And Kate Martin, the fourth Hawkeye in double figures with 10. Hawks by 3. Scalia for 3, short from the right wing. And the battle for the loose ball. Sonano on the ground. A couple Minnesota players as well.
Those battles need to happen. They need to happen right now. Iowa needs to establish themselves. Every loose ball is theirs.
Jump ball, alternating possession, Minnesota.
So Minnesota has the arrow in its favor. And will have the ball just right of the goal along the baseline. Bagwell Katalinic takes it. It's into the paint. Feeds right side to Hubbard. Pulls up her dribble, top of the key. Here's Winters, right wing, loses control of the ball, and into the hands of Kate Martin. And she'll slow, and then give to Clark for 3, rimming no. And a great fight by Kate Martin flying in there.
Get in there.
And she ties up Winters and saves the Hawks a possession. They have the arrow.
Again, every little thing right now, you got to shift the momentum, and that means getting after the loose balls, fighting for every offensive rebound. You should always do this, but really when it gets into these situations, you can't let them get any momentum.
Sissoko back for Minnesota. Clark whips it out to Marshall. Now Clark, free throw line extended on the left side. Spins in the paint, goes up, contact, count it! And she's fouled. Just went to work against Hubbard.
And she's fighting. So the fun thing I like when Clark is trying to body in there, you know, when you watch LeBron James is bodying, backing up, which is the easier way around. And Clark is trying to get around. She's trying to maneuver. Stuck with that play, and great play.
Good, tough move. Contact, free throw, got it. 28 for Caitlin Clark. Of course, coming off that career high at Michigan with 46. Crowd into it. Hawks by 6. And a jumper no good by Scalia. Didn't hit anything. And Hawks turn it over.
Just gets kicked, incidental kick by her own team.
Has to be intentional.
Yep.
So Minnesota with it. Winters, she'll fire for 3. Wild off the left side. Into the hands of Clark. Picks up the pace. Flips it to Sonano from 15. Count it. Monica Sonano from the free throw line.
You feel that? You feel that, Rob? The wind's blowing in a certain direction right now, and it's in favor of Iowa.
And see how Minnesota elects to play this. 8 minutes left to go. Hawks by 8. And there's the timeout that we expected.
Yep.
Last time the Hawks went on a run, Minnesota took timeout.
They did.
That helped them.
I think that she knows her team well. I think that Waylon, I really do think that she can do great things probably at Minnesota. Just hasn't really got the right crew yet. But I think she's a smart coach. She knows when to take those timeouts.
Well, she could sure play.
She could.
Tonight's game brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Bud Light is for the fans. 8:06 left to go in the fourth. Iowa 69, Minnesota 61. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
69-61, a little bit of breathing room for the Hawkeyes on a 7-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Hey, Hawkeyes, is your small business ready for a big-time promotion? To support and celebrate small business, United Healthcare and Iowa Athletics are teaming up for the Spotlight on Small Business Sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotions, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. United Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Iowa Athletics. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Minnesota gets it in bounds, whips it around the outer arc, and a drive-in shot is blocked. Hubbard goes after it, as does Mershon. After the Hubbard shot goes out of bounds along the baseline. Iowa basketball.
This is one of those where you can feel like, okay, yeah, they might be on the way to pulling away, but it's like they just need a couple more of like dagger shots, right? They got to get a couple more big ones.
Well, the ball is in the right hands of number 22. And she'll pull from 17 off the right side of the rim, but a Bolter gets a long rebound just into the game. Remember, she did such a terrific job at Michigan rebounding.
Yep. I think she adds something when she's in. She's a fighter. She gets after it. She's aggressive. And, I mean, that can be a great time to put her in the game when you need some type of change.
And she'll go out. Kate Martin back in. Hawkeye starting five. Here's Gabby Marshall on the right wing. Tried to get it inside. And the ball is kicked. Got to watch those passes and not telegraph them. And stare down where you're going. Little ball fake in there. A little quicker movement. Clark gets it into Sonano. Jumper is good from 7 feet.
I love that play. I love when they run that. So simple, so easy.
And Monica has come alive in the fourth quarter. Hawks by 10. Scalia along the baseline. Almost lost control of the ball. Minnesota digs for it. Hawks do as well. And Martin gets it up to Marshall.
Iowa's the only team to score this half, or this quarter.
Clark inside Sonano. Shot no. Goes up. Has it knocked away. And his foul will shoot two. How did Caitlin Clark get that ball to Sonano in perfect position with two Gophers in between the two players?
Just threading needles.
Marshall will sit down. Feuerbach back for Iowa. Sonano 2 at the free throw line. 85% free throw shooter. And gets the first one to go. Of course, her sister on the roster for Minnesota.
We haven't seen her yet today.
Yep, Maggie. Second one good.
That's 11 points this quarter for Iowa. Minnesota 0.
11-0 run to start the quarter. Scalia goes up and is fouled as she drove down the right side.
And Iowa's not out of the woods yet. Already Minnesota has displayed that they can hit the three today. They've shot it better in the second half. Well, in the third quarter they did.
Scalia nets the first one. She has 19. That's Taiwo's second. 73-62. Second one, good. Scalia, 1.5 points above her average. 6:44. Iowa with the ball in the lead. Martin, top of the key. Now free throw line extended right. Cross court pass, Feuerbach. Sonano wants the ball and gets it, but 3 seconds called. And you knew that was a potential call because she'd been in there a long time.
She hung out there, yeah. A little too long.
Iowa by 10. 6:25 left to go. Scalia dribbling around, gets it to Hubbard. And Feuerbach, a steal, and tips it ahead to Clark, who picks it up, goes in, out the layup.
No
Kylie
foul,
Feuerbach, a great job defensively.
Wow. Good continuation by Feuerbach to get it there, right? She didn't give up. She had a touch on the ball, and then she kept going piece by piece by piece and got it to Clark.
Almost another steal by Feuerbach. Scalia drives down the left side, and a foul is called on Sonano.
I mean, I will say these refs are decently consistent, and they really are attacking the post on both ends, but not the guards. The guards are just free-willing.
Yeah, that's what we've seen, I'd say, the last month or so, just increased amount of contact around the perimeter.
But they're not calling it. It's the craziest thing.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Misha at the free throw line. Gets it to Winters. She pulls up from 15 on the baseline and knocks it down. Winters with 20. 75-65. Hawks by 10 with the ball. 5:27 left. Feuerbach angles right side and then races all the way to the basket and is fouled. Good hard take by Kylie Feuerbach, playing some of her best basketball in an Iowa uniform.
She's doing it. I mean, on defensive end, I think it's spurring her to the offensive end to be more aggressive. And that was a good take, a good job going with it, knowing that you're most likely going to get fouled.
Free throw perfect. Feuerbach with 6. In the air, and it went in.
But Martin, I think,
The lane violation.
got in a little too soon, a little too excited.
76-65, approaching 5 minutes left to go. Here's Winters in the paint. Shot off the window is good. Winters with 22, averages 11.7. Here's Clark. Out in between the circles. Now inside, Sonano, great position, layup good. Sonano having a terrific fourth quarter.
She is. She's just posting hard. She's doing the little things right now that are, I mean, really doing big things.
78-67. Scalia now gives it off to Sissoko from 15, no good. And a backside push. That's going to be on Misha against Clark. You just saw Clark hit the deck pretty hard. I wonder if they'll go over and look.
That must be what they're doing.
So the officials will go over and take a look.
Looking for the intentional, seeing if they can see if there was just a little bit more than a traditional foul there. I'm not going to lie, I didn't see it. I was looking over.
I just saw it right. It was on the opposite side of the court. The play was on the right side, and it was a backside.
Oh, I think they're saying that what Bluter's trying to say is that she took her elbow and came across her face with it. And
so nothing more than a regular foul.
Yeah.
And Clark will be at the free throw line to shoot 2.
I mean, it feels malicious when you're a player. I get that. You take everything personal.
Well, I
as a
think
player.
what happens is she's taken so much contact, and then you see something like that, and it can frustrate you.
Oh, yeah.
And the officials just, as of tonight, just not going to call it.
Oh,
and then,
they're not.
Nor have they much this season. Free throw good by Clark, so she'll just have to play through it. Second one is perfect. 32 for Caitlin Clark. Hawks by 13. 80-67, 4:25 left to go. Hubbard. She'll fire a three right wing. Back iron, no. Fierbach, a big rebound on the weak side. Kylie Fierbach really playing terrific basketball tonight. I think another clock issue.
What's going on with these clocks today?
Yeah. Well, we've been on the road. They probably haven't been used.
Dust is getting in there. There's mice in there. Little homes.
And aged over the last couple of weeks. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, has been voted best of the area for the 9th consecutive year. Proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Visit Dodge Street Tire for all of your automotive needs, including the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating 29 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Certainly appreciate everybody coming out to Hawk Talk each and every week. We've had one of our best crowds ever. And it will continue next week with Coach Bluter, as the show is presented by Oak Knoll at Bumps Restaurant from 6 until 7. It'll be next Wednesday night. And that is the 16th. So February 16th, next Wednesday, a week from tonight, matter of fact. We will be at Bumps for Hawk Talk, and the full show schedule can be found under the Connect tab at HawkeyeSports.com. Well, we got about 3 shows left, so if you haven't made it out, we'd love to see you. Great specials at Bumps each and every night of the week.
And you know, the bonus there is that you get to see you. And
well, that's not much of a bonus, but
Coach Bluter,
talk to Coach Bluter.
That might be the win. That
she
might
does
be the winner
a great job. Coach Jensen comes a lot.
And I mean, it's still cold outside. There's not much else to do in the evenings. So why not? And who wants to cook these days?
That's right.
I'll tell you, not me.
You do. You're on top of it. Huh? Turn that oven on every night.
They're still looking at this clock here, people.
Right now it says 4:24. Hawks by 13, 80-67. And that's been the big lead for Iowa. Over 30 points in the paint. Clark with 32. Sonano with 19. Taiwo with 10. Martin with 10. How about Clark's rebounds?
Well, Clark's rebounds today are currently at 8. 8 rebounds, 5 assists. So, you know, there's a chance still with 4 minutes left that, I mean, a good chance that she could get that double-double, triple-double. You never know. I'm not going to count her out. I'm never going to say that she can't do it. So I will tell you one thing. She will do it instantly. She's like, she'll hear it. She'll hear the doubter.
So Hawks in the bonus. That's the good news, too. Iowa with the ball. Fierbach on the right wing and has it taken away. And then a jump ball called. Kind of just not quite as strong with the ball as you need to be. And so the arrow favors the Gophers, and they have it. Clark almost a steal. Taiwo tries to get it, but Minnesota retains possession. Hubbard tries to get it inside, and Clark gets hooked with Bagwell Katalinic. And Caitlin will pick up the foul.
In fouls right now, we'll quick foul check in. Only 2 players for Iowa have 3 fouls. That is Monica Sonano and O'Grady.
Ball possession for Minnesota.
Woo,
and the lob pass picked off by Taiwo. Hesitates, goes up strong, doesn't finish with the left hand, gets it back. And then a reach and a foul is called on Scalia.
And Taiwo with all of the stats on that one. The steal, the attempt, and the rebound.
And
now the free throws.
Rewarded 2 free throws. Taiwo with 10. First one, perfect.
4 players are actually in double figures for the Hawks, and that's a good thing to see.
And only 8 players dressed. Second, got it. Smith back on for Minnesota. Taiwo's career high 14. (82-67). Hawks on top. Gophers with the ball. 3-pointer Winters drills another one from the right wing. Winters with 25.
Having a game, shooting well, 4 of 8 from the 3-point line.
Coming off of a 10-point game against Michigan State. 2 big scorers have been Scalia and Winters. And Taiwo gets the ball underneath, and she's fouled. Hops right up and will shoot 2.
The offense is just looking more fluid than it did at the start of the third. Getting into the swing of it. Nice pass from Sonano to Taiwo on that.
Just knock these free throws down will be huge for the Hawkeyes. And the first one good for Taiwo. She has 13. Winters' previous schools, North Carolina A&T and Seton Hall. Taiwo gets the roll on the second. And Tomey ties her career high at 14. 84-70. Hawks big lead today. Here's Winters against Feuerbach. Spins, elbow 15-footer and drills it. Wow. Nothing else you could do.
No. Winters has 9 points this quarter.
Clark at the elbow. Dribbles it back out. Down to the right wing. Flips it to Taiwo. Tomey drives the paint. Slips a pass to Sonano, goes up strong and finishes. Nice patience and pass by Taiwo.
Oh, the pass was beautiful, and then the finish by Sonano because she kept herself perpendicular so it didn't get blocked by Hellgren.
And on balance that time. Here's Hubbard on the right wing. Feuerbach denying Winters. Hubbard with the ball. Now Winters. She'll loft a 3-pointer again and rolls it in from the right wing. Boy, you just can't leave her.
Well, what can't... She had a hand there. Feuerbach was out there. Winters is just on. You can't let her get the ball, essentially.
Well, she was first team All-MEAC and the Big East Freshman of the Week a couple of times at Seton Hall. Has 30. 86-75. Martin drives down the left side. Now to Taiwo. Pushes it to Clark out on the timeline. 5 to shoot. Caitlin goes right side. Slips it to Sonano. Shot up and good.
Wowee! That's a pretty play. Fabulous job. That's the nice thing of having Clark dribble off that screen and then the roll. The roll was perfection by Sonano.
Bank shot for Scalia's short. Just a little runner. 88-75. A minute left. Hawks are going to win this one, but it took all 40 minutes.
A little touch and go for a while.
And Taiwo hits the deck. And it's going to be a travel on Tomey Taiwo.
So really what Iowa wants to do in the defensive end, though, is just make them use the clock. Don't let them get an easy shot. That's it.
And here's Winters, who has a career-high 30. Lofts another one. It's no good. And this one goes out of bounds.
And it's a 13-point game, so I don't think they'll be fouling.
O'Grady will come in. A Fulter as well. 88-75. Hawks with the lead in the ball. Just 40 seconds left to go.
And Marshall's not going to go back in. I'm guessing they have the game now.
Yep, she's still got some padding on that shoulder. Not 100%, but at least got into the game tonight.
Mm-hmm. And Iowa will need to shoot one shot.
About 10 seconds left. And Feuerbach loses control of the ball. Thought it was knocked away. but no. Going to be over and back. It's going to be the call against Kylie Feuerbach.
She touched it.
88-75. Hawks just don't want to foul. Scalia for three, drills it from the right wing. There's a dangerous team as well as Minnesota shoots threes.
Still a 10-point game.
Fulter drives. And now the Hawks should be able to just hold the ball. Clark will dribble this one out. And the Hawks sweep the Gophers. This one a little bit different than the one in Minneapolis.
A win, a messier win, but a win.
88-78, and the Hawks still shorthanded. So this was a big one to get. And now a few days off, and don't have to play until Monday when the Maryland Terrapins come to Iowa City, and hopefully more players back for that one. But for tonight, the Hawkeyes will celebrate a big 10-point victory, 88-78 Hawks over the Gophers behind 32 from Caitlin Clark. Post-game show coming up. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Mid-American Energy, being obsessively, relentlessly at your service means delivering reliable, affordable energy to you. And it also means marking underground utility lines before you break ground to keep you safe. Trimming trees to keep them away from electric lines so power is there when you need it. And it means working safely and quickly to power your home and business, no matter what the weather. Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. That's Mid-American Energy.
It's always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer, beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you looking to downsize from your family home to begin your retirement years? Our Oak Knoll East campus is for you. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director at Oak Knoll. Our new campus has many unique amenities for your active lifestyle, in addition to providing the same great services that Oak Knoll has offered our residents for over 50 years. We're now open and have a few 2-bedroom apartments still available. Call me at 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Go Hawks!
Hawks outscore Minnesota in the fourth quarter 26-17 and win it 88-78. In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Visit midamericanenergy.com to learn more. And we know that Iowa grows a lot of corn, but in reality, corn grows Iowa. Corn grows our livestock, our economy, and our athletes. Put on your best face for the Iowa Corn Cam. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to be corn fed. Well, Jamie, it wasn't easy. We didn't expect it to be. The Hawks had to fight this one to the finish, but did so and win it 88-78. Close game, but the Hawks still led for 39 minutes and 9 seconds.
Oh, it was way too close. But I don't think that Minnesota is a bad team. So I think that it was too close in the sense that I think Iowa could have probably kept that lead a little wider. But I do think that Minnesota is, I mean, they're battling. They're going for it. They're trying to show that they are a good team and they could be a good team. And I think that, next year this time, Iowa's got to watch out for them. Because if they
got a good recruiting class, too.
Yeah, if they can get it together and just kind of figure out that offense, I think they have a nice offense. But more so, I think Iowa's offense is even better. And today it was nice scoring. The ball was shared well. And, the thing that Iowa's going to have to focus on is really, I think, those rebounds, those second chance opportunities, because I think that's the thing that really lets Minnesota stay in the game.
Well, let's take a look at the numbers.
All right, so Iowa led in scoring by Caitlin Clark with 32 points. Really good shooting today, 10 of 20 from the field, 4 of 8 from the three-point line, and 8 of 11 from free throw line. So it may have felt like she missed a lot of free throws, but still 8 of 11 is pretty good. 23 points from Monica Sonano, a lot of those coming in that fourth quarter. She was 10 of 19 from the field and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 14 points contributed by Taiwo. She was 2 of 3 from the three-point line. 10 from Kate Martin. She was 4 of 7 from the field. And then 6 points from Feuerbach and 3 points from Marshall. Looking at Minnesota's scoring, 2 players in double figures. That's Winters with 30, and I believe you said it was a career high.
Career high for her.
And then 23 for Scalia, and that's pretty normal for her at this point in this game.
Made her work,
recently,
though.
yes.
Made her work.
She was 8 of 19 from the field, just 3 of 8 for the three-point arc. Rebounds, Iowa did win the rebounding war in total with 38 rebounds compared to 36 rebounds for Minnesota. Iowa was led in the rebounds by Caitlin Clark with 8 rebounds, 7 rebounds also coming from Kate Martin. And then Minnesota was led in rebounds by Sissoko and Scalia. Assists for the Hawkeyes, Clark also leading that with 6 assists. 3 assists coming from Martin and 2 assists coming from Taiwo. Steals today, Clark also led in that. 3 steals, and then 3 other players contributing 2 steals. So still a pretty stellar line coming from Clark. Looked very, very strong today. The big thing that I think Iowa can take away is they shot really well today. That's a great thing to see. They shot 50% for the game, 30 of 60, 8 of 18 from the three-point line. That's 44%, so that's fantastic to see. And then still free throws were 20 of 24, 83%. So Iowa as a team did a great job today. Also didn't allow Minnesota to get up a ton of shots. However, they got more shots than Iowa. They got 69 shots compared to Iowa's 60. They were just 39% from the field and 41% from the three-point arc. So Iowa did get those high percentage shots that Coach Bluter was definitely focusing on and wanting.
And I thought the rebounding, especially in the fourth quarter, was much better, especially than it was in the first half.
Yes, definitely was. They definitely made that focus. They made an effort. I still think, you can't have those halves against really good teams, right, where they're going to have those halves where they get all those second chance points. Because although Minnesota only ended the game with 12 second chance points, if I recall, I think almost all of those were from the first half. So can't allow that kind of stuff to happen.
It's time to get in the game, Hawkeye fans, because when your team scores, your town wins. Text Iowa, IOWA, to 97063 to nominate your town to receive proceeds from Wellmark's three-point play program. Money raised from each Hawkeye three-pointer is put towards community health projects like parks, playgrounds, and trails. It's all thanks to your local health insurance provider, Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Iowa. Hawks win it, and much due to the start of the fourth quarter, got on a nice run and won it 88-78. Back with more postgame courtside at Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Always more fun to be with friends as you cheer on your favorite team. Whether attending the game, watching at a bar, or hosting a party, it's very important to know that fans don't let fans drive drunk. Before choosing to drink, choose your team's MVP, a sober designated driver. Avoid the unsportsmanlike conduct of driving drunk by handing off your keys so that you, your passengers, and everyone on the road can be safe. Your team victory will only be worth celebrating if you and your friends make it home. This message is brought to you by the Iowa Department of Public Safety, the Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, and your local law enforcement.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer, IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home, Klosterman Construction, and the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, named Iowa Tourism's 2021 Hotel of the Year and awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Welcome back to Cover Hawkeye Arena on the postgame show. Hawks win it 88-78 over the Minnesota Gophers. The score by quarters, Hawkeyes won the first quarter 27-21. Minnesota came back in quarter number 2 16-15, 1-1. And then also the third quarter at 24-20 in the third. And then Iowa with that explosive fourth quarter at 26-17. Villanova has upset UConn tonight, 72-69. A couple of finals in the Big Ten. Maryland all over Wisconsin, 70-43. And Purdue defeats Penn State in a close one, West Lafayette 81-77. And in the fourth quarter, Indiana no problem with Illinois, 77-47. Well, that wasn't the score here, as the Hawks had to work to defeat the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Jan Jensen joins us courtside on the post-game show. And, Coach, was it really that fourth quarter that spurred you to victory? A really nice start to that one.
Yeah, I think they just we came out with more tenacity, which we wish we would have done throughout the first quarter. I thought we started the game pretty well. I think it was, 9-2, 9-2, 10-2. And then when we kind of let them back into it, then when we went in, it was a close one at half, then it was a ball game. But I'm not surprised. I think, I was worried about this one in the sense, anytime you beat a team like we did, that is just weird. We beat them by 50 there, right? That just it wasn't their night. It totally was our night. The fans, everybody thought it was just going to be cush. And in the back of your mind as a player, we were trying to tell them, and I think they knew it wasn't going to be like that, but it's still nothing like when you get into the trenches of it. Good job, Lenz. Great. Awesome. That was Coach Whalen.
Right.
And she's Lindsay Whalen is a friend of ours.
And she could play a little bit.
Oh, man. We recruited the heck out of her, right? So we I never want to ever get beat by her, but I really like Lindsay. I respect what she's doing up there. So
and she has this team playing hard.
She does. There's no question. And, sometimes there's addition by subtraction. The last time we played up there, you could tell there was a lot of dissension. They had a kid leave, not faulting the kid. It just maybe wasn't working. So their starting point guard went into the transfer portal, I think the few days after our game. But ever since then, I mean, they've been playing everybody tough. They went to Indiana and only lost by 10. And it was a one-possession game in the last couple minutes. So, I mean, as a coaching staff, I was pretty keyed up coming into this. My son was like, oh, my God, Mom, it's Minnesota. I said, that's exactly.
Right.
You know, I think he wanted to really believe, too, as long with everybody, like, oh, we got this. But if you watch the film, which coaches do to get ready, and you see the scores, I'm not surprised that they played like that. I wish that we would have played better defensively to not let it get so close in that third quarter.
But the key thing was had that really good run. I think it started 11-0 in the fourth quarter. And then to have 4 players in double figures. I thought Tomi Taiwo shot the ball well, tied her career high with 14 points. And Kate Martin has been scoring more and gets into double figures.
Yeah, I was happy that Kate came out. She missed some of those long-range threes, and Michigan, they really were sagging off of her, and sometimes that can kind of mess with your mind a little bit. But I thought Kate, came and played really hard tonight and, took smart shots, really took it to the hoop really well. It was nice to have Gabby back. We didn't play her a lot of minutes there down the fourth quarter. We felt defensively Kylie and Tomi were doing a nice job and just not risking. We felt in control of the game. Give that shoulder another day without the intensity of a game, so we can go into that Maryland game with her really feeling really, really confidently.
What did you think of Kylie Feuerbach's play? I thought she did a terrific job both ends.
Yeah, she really did. I thought she always has some good hustle plays, diving on the floor, kind of making things happen. I think she's been coming along. I thought she had a better performance tonight than she did at Michigan. But Kylie's grandmother sadly had passed away, and that funeral was Monday. So sometimes those things can weigh heavily on your mind too. But I thought she had a nice game. I thought the player of the game tonight was Tomi Taiwo. I thought she played a really great game. Her shooting percentage was tremendous, 6 for 6 from the free throw line, and she defended their shooters the best of anybody on our team. We just couldn't have her on 3 the same time we had her on 14. You kind of had to pick where you wanted to use Tomi, and Sarah Scalia is such a great player. You had to go by the numbers, but we certainly let 30 have a night tonight. She had a lot to do with it. She's very talented, not 30, number 3, but we kind of messed up a few assignments and let her get too comfortable.
And Tomi has done a really good job in her increased minutes. Sometimes that's a little bit different, going from playing 18 to 20 minutes now tonight over 35.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's it's just that whole thing, that next, the next man in, the next woman in philosophy is, when the success of a team, really, I've always thought, is when you can really get the whole team, when you have great years, but at least the majority of your team, when you can get them to accept a role that they wish they didn't have, that's when you got something. Because everybody on a football team, on a basketball team, everybody wants to, be a Caitlin Clark, right, and play, 39 minutes and so forth. But when those kids like a Tomi that have been playing for 4 years and giving you some, minutes here or there, but then finally her senior year, she's the top sub off the bench, but then lo and behold, she gets to start here this last couple. I mean, that's a kid that's taken advantage of it and is really like, I got my shot. All you Hamilton friends out there, there's that big popular I'm going to take my shot. There's a big song. Coach Fitz is a big Broadway person. I am too, but can you believe I have not seen that one? It hasn't worked. But every time I say, when you think of take my shot, there's a good movie. If you know it, you know that song? Yeah. But I'm so proud of Tomi because she's really stepping up. And I thought...
And that's what you need, shorthanded.
We're going to have to that. And I thought Sid's played it really well. Sid didn't get as many minutes tonight. They had a lot of ball screens a little bit. But I feel like she's, done her job as a freshman. And I think, she's going to continue to see at least this many minutes, if not a little bit more, just because she rebounds the ball so well.
Well, Coach, big picture now, 16-6 and 10-3, and here we go down the stretch, and hopefully now with not a game till Monday, another home game, thankfully, that gets some players back and get closer to full strength for the last few games.
I mean, because I'm telling you what, now it's quite a slate, right, with Maryland, We have then Maryland and then Indiana, right? And then Indiana, and then Rutgers and Michigan, correct? I think that's what
you got it down.
I didn't really know it until today because someone told me we only have, 5 or 6 games left. And I said, what?
It's kind of hard to believe, isn't it?
But, I mean, we have 2 against Indiana, top of the conference, 1 against Maryland, top of the conference, and 1 against Michigan, the top of the conference right now. And then a really difficult game at Rutgers. And people say, oh, Rutgers, they're not so good. Well,
gave Ohio State a battle Monday.
They almost coulda, shoulda, woulda won on the road. And going there, they got nothing to lose, and we'll have a lot that we're hopefully playing for. So nothing comes easy in conference play, certainly this year, or certainly any year. But when you're I meant to say certainly down the stretch. So hopefully we're going to peak at the right time, get McKenna back and getting all these great minutes. But I thought the fourth quarter I was happy. I couldn't say I was exactly happy the second through the third. I just felt like our defense tenacity and really our rebounding let us down. I thought they just played a lot harder than we were. But I feel like sometimes this team sometimes kind of starts to worry about we can't do this, we can't lose. And anytime you start focusing on what you can't do, that usually ends up being what you darn well may do. So we righted the ship. We had a heck of a fourth quarter. We'll take that W and we'll breathe a little bit. We'll break this down and get ready to start Maryland prep tomorrow with them.
All right. We'll see you Monday night, Coach.
All right. Thanks so much for the great fans. Thanks for coming out.
Another good crowd.
Oh, man. Great crowd. Keep bringing your friends, your family. We have only 3 more home games left. And, this is, obviously Caitlin's a special player, but we're going to need you. We got to get get some big wins down the stretch and hopefully get us, rolling into that Big Ten tournament. But I think our fans are the best in the country. So thank you. And a special load, my friends and family in Southwest Iowa. And Dad, keep getting better. Love you. God bless.
Jan Jensen on the postgame show after the Hawkeyes victory 88-78 inside Carver Hawkeye Arena against the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Back with more postgame. We'll head to the locker room as well. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer here. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now here. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
There's a sense of pride that comes from the life of a farmer. How many people can say they have a famous tan named after them or be known for their wave when they drive past neighbors and strangers alike on a 2-lane road? Whether it's a farmer's tan or the farmer's wave, we are proud to be known for a lot of things. We feel that pride every night at the dinner table, knowing we feed our family and yours. Iowa Corn is proud to be on the sidelines cheering on the Iowa Hawkeyes. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa.
Multi-platinum country superstar Sarah Evans is bringing her Copy That tour to the newly remodeled event center at Riverside Casino and Golf Resort on May 21st.
And I could not ask for more. You were born to fly. No place that far.
Tickets are on sale now at riversidecasinoandresort.com.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor and a PTO Quick Connect that hooks up rear implements with a single click. John runs with us because to him, there's nothing more important than connecting with the land. Nothing runs like a Deere. Hear John's story at Deere.com.
Stop by your local John Deere dealer for a test drive today or learn more at Deere.com. Your Iowa John Deere dealers, proud sponsors of Hawkeye basketball.
Rob Brooks back inside Carver Hawkeye Arena as the Hawkeyes defeat Minnesota by the final score of 88-78. Of course, Caitlin Clark leads the way with 32 points. Monica Sonato with 23. But how about Tomi Taiwo? Tied her career high, 14. She had 14 against Illinois and a big 14 tonight against Minnesota on 3 of 5 from the floor, 2 of 3 from three-point range, and she hit 2 threes against Michigan and also 2 threes against Wisconsin. So that's 3 straight games of 2 3-pointers made and a good percentage by Tomi Taiwo. Let's head to the locker room as Jamie has Coach Bluder and also Tomi Taiwo.
Thanks, Rob. In the winning locker room here with Coach Bluder. Ooh, this was a tight one today, but take me through the sidelines.
Well, we get out to a good start. In our second half, we struggled. Monica struggled scoring in that second half a little, or in that second quarter a little bit. But thankfully, she came back for us in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter going into it, we only had a 1-point lead, and we go 8 for 12 shooting from 2-point range and 10 for 10 from the free throw line. So that was a really good fourth quarter, gives us the 10-point victory. But, we shot the ball well from every area. We got to the free throw line 24 times, made 20. Our rebounding was better in the second half. We were a positive 8 in the second half. We were a minus 6 in the first half. So good job of making, they did a better job of that. Tomi Taiwo played really well tonight. I mean, her adjusted shooting percentage is 80%, has a career high in points in 14, 3 for 5 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3-point line, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. And has 2 steals for us. So I thought Tomi played a really good game, especially defensively, but also offensively.
So what was the biggest difference between this game, home against Minnesota, and the game up at Minnesota?
Yeah, I think this game, Minnesota played much better. They played much stronger. They've been playing better. Coming into this, they'd won 2 of the last 3. I think it looked like there was maybe some chemistry issues earlier, and now they think they've got that taken care of. But they were coming in here confident. They just beat Michigan State by 11 points. And then, we kind of let them play with us in that second quarter and gave them confidence going into the locker room. And you don't want to give anybody confidence on your court. So I think that second quarter really hurt us with that. And obviously, Deja Winters had a heck of a game. She averages 11 points and she had 30. She was 5 for 10 from 3-point range. She really had a heck of a night and really kept them in this game.
So now we get a look forward. You have a little bit of a nice little weekend break, but then you have a game against a really good Maryland team on Monday. What do you know? How will you prepare for that? Do you get to take a day off, actually?
Yeah, we actually get to take Saturday off, which will be really nice for our players, not to have school or practice. So we'll have Thursday, Friday, Sunday to prep for Maryland. Obviously, it's our only meeting against Maryland, top 10 team in the country. I think we're tied with them, or maybe they're 1 game ahead of us in the Big Ten standings. So this game is really important. It is an 8 o'clock game on a Monday night, and man, Hawkeye fans, you were awesome tonight. I hope you'll come out Monday and help us. I know it's an 8 o'clock game, but we really could use your help going against the only time we're going to play Maryland, unless it's in the Big Ten tournament. We really need to take advantage of the home court because that is a very, very good basketball team.
And the rest of the schedule, I mean, it's quickly coming to an end. I was looking at it today. You have a couple of away games left, one against Indiana, one against Rutgers. I heard there might be a little bit of something that Hawks could start maybe looking forward to just to keep their eyes or ears open.
Well, there's a possibility we could be having Indiana at home. So just kind of pay attention. We'll let you know. We're trying to reschedule that Indiana game at home. So just keep your ears open. It's not going to be this weekend, but keep your ears open going down the line. And then we have Michigan wrapping up the season at home with our senior day, too. So
oh my gosh.
A lot of good basketball.
How's that coming?
And I know.
I feel like we just started the season.
I know, and here we're talking about senior day. It's already mid-February. So.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, Coach, great game today, and we'll be seeing you on Monday.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jamie.
And now here with Tomi Taiwo. Man, you're a shooter, girl. Thanks. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. It's just nice. I mean, my teammates were able to find me when I was open, and just knocking them down and them having confidence in me is really nice. So.
Well, throughout this season, you've just been continuously shooting that three-pointer more and more. And I would guess your coaches might be telling you should shoot it even more and more.
Yes. In practice, they're always saying, like, why don't you take that shot sometimes? So just having the confidence just to step up and knock it down is important.
And then looking forward, you get to play Maryland coming up here on Monday. How excited are you for these when you get these matchups like against Michigan and all these other top 20 teams?
Very exciting because getting those wins increases our net, helps us with Big Ten tournament ranking and then in the NCAA tournament. So just taking one game at a time. I mean, we knew that we couldn't overlook Minnesota. They came and gave us their best fight. So just making sure that we're taking it one game at a time.
And can you believe there's only like 5 games left of the regular season?
It's crazy. The season, I know it's long, but it flies by at the same time. But it's always fun.
All right, so you're getting excited in that locker room. Anything for these Hawkeye fans listening right now?
Stay tuned and rock with us. Go Hawks.
Jamie, thank you very much. Thanks to Coach Bluter and our player of the game, Tomi Taiwo, tonight. Played 35 minutes and 37 seconds, tied a career high 14, including 6 out of 6 from the free throw line and 2 for 3 from behind the arc. And then also had 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And the fact that she had to really guard one of the 2 big scorers for Minnesota in Winters and Scalia. So Tomi Taiwo, a terrific job here tonight. And as you look at the plus-minus, which is on the box score, and while you're in the game, how many points are you up? How many are you down? And obviously a positive number is better. And she led all Hawkeyes with a plus 21 here tonight. So congratulations to Tomi Taiwo.
Woo! I mean, I just love me some Tomi. She's such a great and fun player.
Yep, she is. And I remember, too, has done a lot of terrific things in her college career, but really came on last year. Late in the regular season, Big Ten tournament, NCAA tournament, and certainly expect more of the same as her minutes increase. We'll be back to wrap things up from Carver Hawkeye Arena, including our plays of the game after Iowa's 88-78 victory over Minnesota. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Anything can happen when the Cyclones and Hawkeyes come to compete. It's where the rubber meets the road. Neighbors become rivals and friends become foes. Some go home broken-hearted, while others are victorious. When the dust finally settles, one thing stands true. No matter which side you're on, you're part of tradition for those who are Iowan through and through. We're Iowa Corn, a proud sponsor of the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The next time you visit Eastern Iowa, check out the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the hotel at Kirkwood Center, Klosterman Construction, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, and Bachmeyer Carpet One, Floor and Home of the beautiful Guarantee. Bachmeyer Carpet One is proud to support the Hawkeyes. If you're looking to remodel, build a new home, or just redo a room, we are your flooring store. Outstanding design and sales staff with the knowledge to guide you in a friendly, stress-free atmosphere. Bachmeyer Carpet One. Come visit us.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Hawks win game number 16 and game number 10 in the Big Ten and start another streak after losing to Michigan on Sunday night in Ann Arbor. 88-78 over the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 32 for Clark, 23 for Sonato, 14 for Taiwo, and 10 for Kate Martin. Well, it's time to listen in on some of tonight's top plays. Here's Clark, left wing. Weaves her way to the top of the key, slips a pass inside. Sonato, layup is good. Put it right over the front of the rim. Clark being hounded by Smith all the way down the court. Angles to the right side. Clark has 9, looking for more, and swishes a three-pointer from the right side, right in front of the Minnesota bench. Taiwo receives a pass from Clark, gets it back out, and Marshall had her shot blocked, but got it back, fires again, and got it from 3.
That's a shooter right there.
Taiwo, Fierbach for 3, left wing, and swishes that one. Nice rotation, and great to see Kylie Fierbach knock down a 3. Ahead to Clark. Scalia comes out on her. Three-pointer right wing. Count it. And that was a big three-pointer in the ballgame as Iowa outscored Minnesota 26-17 in the fourth quarter. Of course, we talked about the 4 players in double figures. Caitlin Clark recorded her 8th 30-point game, and Monica Sonato her 13th 20-point game this season. And great to see Gabby Marshall return to the lineup. Had 3 points, hit a three-pointer, 2 rebounds, and an assist in 25 minutes and 44 seconds. And Jamie, now you turn your attention toward Maryland. A prep for that will start tomorrow for the Hawkeyes, and then hopefully get closer and closer to full strength.
Yeah. Oh, man, each day is a healing day. That's what you got to hope, that everyone's healing, nobody's hurting, and, man, if they can have McKenna Warnock back, that'd be nice.
That should be an electric atmosphere. Iowa and Maryland, the only meeting of the regular season on Monday night. 8 o'clock tip will be on the air at 7:45. Thanks so much for listening as Iowa gets their 16th win of the year, 88-78 over the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For Jamie Cavey Lang, I'm Rob Brooks. Once again, thanks so much for listening. Enjoy the rest of your week, and good night from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawkeye women's basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light. It's for the fans. Hy-Vee, the official grocer partner of Iowa Hawkeyes basketball. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. The Iowa Governor's Traffic Safety Bureau, who remind you to click it or ticket, day or night. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, win a warehouse stash or up to $100,000 in cash with the Iowa Lottery. And by Authentic Brand. Look authentic, feel authentic, be authentic. Get your game day gear online at authentic-brand.com. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.